Welcome back to SCC. After I did the unboxing videos, I got to thinking about all the comments and emails I got from people that asked me how much money that I put into my bikes. And after I tell them, they keep on saying, why can't you do a build that's less expensive? I get a lot of emails from people that are either very elderly, that they can't get a driver's license because of their vision, so they're just looking for something cheap because they're on a fixed income. A lot of younger people that, again, they're going to college, they got bills, things like that, they don't have $1,000, $1,500 to put into a bike, so they're looking for a cheap build. So before I went any further with these builds, I wanted to kind of let you guys know what kind of a budget that you can expect to spend on a decent bike with a 4-stroke engine kit. Now, as many videos as I do, and the videos coming up are going to cover the same thing as far as the difference between the parts that come in the kit and the advantages of the higher end parts that I buy and put on my bikes. Now, everybody has different needs for their bike. So myself, my bike in the summertime is the only thing that I use unless it's raining out. So I'll put 2,500 to 4,000 miles on in one summer. Keep in mind I'm in Minnesota, so I only have the summertime to ride. So that's the only thing that I'm on. A lot of times I'll go on trails 20, 30 miles back in where there are no places to get parts unless or in case something breaks. With these bikes, there are a lot of parts that you can pick up at a bike store. But as far as the engine, throttle cables, things like that, that's something that you have to order. So number one, I don't want to be back in the middle of nowhere and have something break down and pedal this thing 20, 30 miles out. And number two, I don't want to break down and then have to wait a few days or a week to order parts for it. I'm no expert by any means, and I'll never claim that. I've done 4 builds though, and I've put on over 6,000 miles combined riding all those different bikes. So I know, in my experience with the bikes that I build with those parts, I know what's caused me problems multiple times. So each time I do a build, I raise the bar higher. Same thing with these 2 builds. I've run into a couple little things on my last builds that I didn't work out yet, so on this one I'm going to take care of those too. I need something to be extremely reliable. My goal is, aside from the normal things like the chain stretching out after the first 300 to 500 miles, once I get done adjusting those, I want to be done with it and have a reliable bike. So as far as the cost, one of the main things people ask, what's the minimum cost I can get away with? So the McCarty Huntington bikes that I build is going to be a lot better than $80 cheapos at Walmart for many reasons. All you got to do is look at the quality and the welds, the wheels, things like that on a bike like this compared to a Walmart bike. I was in Walmart a couple days ago, and you take a look at the rims on those $80 beach cruisers or the welds on the frame, it's completely different. Now, another thing that comes into play is the frame size on the ones at Walmart are a lot smaller. So I'm about 6 feet. The nice thing about these is the McCarty Huntington bikes that I get for my builds, they're extended frames by 2 inches. So somebody like me, this gives me a lot more leg room. My handlebars are out here instead of back here. My knees actually have room to go, not so my knees are sitting up here like this every time I pedal. So it's a lot more comfortable and a lot better quality. Now the bikes that I get shipped, I believe mine were on sale, so I got them shipped to my door for $215 a piece. Not too bad for a beach cruiser. Now, the engine kits here, as I've said before, I'm not too keen on the parts that come with the kits for my use. Some people only need it for a couple miles here and there, and some people that use these parts swear by them. They say I'm crazy for spending the extra money on higher end parts, that these work just fine. I believe them. Some people may get lucky, but I know in all my experiences with these and from a load of comments that come in that some of these parts, they don't have the longevity of the higher end parts no matter how you cut. So if you wanted to, could you use a kit? Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. The kit that I got here gives you, well, when they pack all the parts anyways, and don't forget to include stuff, the kits give you everything you need to motorize a bike. So this kit here, everything you see here, minus a couple small parts, cost me $269 shipped. So if you do the math between the bike and this engine kit, you're getting a fully motorized bike for under $500. So for a 4-stroke 49cc engine, a quality bike, and start to finish to have it motorized, I think that's a pretty good cost. A lot of people out there can get a 2-stroke engine for a lot less. I'm not going to get into the 2 strokes. I like my 4 strokes. I don't like mixing gas. I don't like the smoke. I don't like the extra noise. I don't like the vibrations. That's just my thing. Some people swear by them. The people that are really getting into performance and high speed, and some people on the West Coast even race them, cool. 2 strokes are where they're at. 2 strokes are like the Honda Civics of bicycle engines. You can modify them with no end in sight and get a lot of performance out of them. They're just not necessarily for me. I like pulling up to a gas pump and not mixing my gas. I like not having a cloud of smoke around me all the time, things like that. So that's just my thing on here. Like I said, under $500, you can have a decent bicycle and a fairly decent engine kit, 4-stroke engine even, for under $500, start to finish. So I hope that helps you out. As I do my build videos, then I'll kind of go into what I'm doing, why I'm doing. Like I said, I'll do the how-to videos and then show you the cost as we go up, in case you see one component that you'd like to add on to yours. Each part, I'll let you know the cost, and then you guys can kind of keep track and do the math in case you're doing a build and you see something you like. You already know how much it costs. So thank you very much. I hope you like this video. Like I mentioned before, there's a lot more videos to come. Like I said, I got 2 bikes here. My girlfriend Jenna, she's going to be building hers on her own alongside mine. So she's going to be learning as she goes, and while you guys are learning as well. So that's going to be really cool. She's really excited for that, so am I. And then also, like I said, I'm also going to be doing a giveaway sometime soon. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be pretty cool. I'm really excited about that, and I think a lot of the people will be excited about that. So all the women out there that have either built a bike, thinking about building a bike, or just ride motorized bikes, leave a comment in the section below for Jenna and show her your support. So thanks again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Email me at sinistercustomcycles@gmail.com, and you can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/SCCMN. Thank you very much and have a good one, and I'll be doing another video here probably within a week or 2 at the most for an install. Depending on what part gets here first, it's either going to be the wide crank set or it's going to be the rear hub mounted sprocket adapter. So until next time. They keep on saying, hey, why don't you do video? Why do you do your builds so